Today at Home with Miss Joan, we're going to make a low-carb fajita chicken dish that your family's going to love. If you don't tell them it's low-carb, they'll never know it, okay? We're going to start out by just slicing up some colored peppers, ever how many colors you want. The more colors, the prettier it's going to be, okay? I have these 3 colors plus some green in this dish right here. Actually, I sliced up like a half. Take about a half of peppers. And then, it depends on how much you want. Half of the onion I'll sliced up in slices like that right there. They're going into 2 tablespoons of olive oil to start sauteing. Woo, I had my grease a little hot, didn't it? Now, as that's sauteing, you're going to need to add some chicken slices to it. Now, what these are, you've seen me say this many times on here. I buy those frozen, already cooked chicken breasts. And what I done with these 3 is I put them in my microwave for about 3 minutes on each side. And they're ready now for me to cut up and add to my peppers and onions. So I like to slice them a little bit on the diagonal like this, just to make it kind of pretty. Now, if you got raw chicken, then you need to make sure that you cook it all the way till it's done in the oven, probably about 25 minutes. But anyway, my chicken was already cooked, so basically I was just getting it good and hot. All right, I'm going to take these and let them also be grilling up here with my peppers. Now you can see, if you know the amount of carbs that's in stuff, what I've added here, you've added very, very few carbs. I like to buy these kind that already has pretty grill lines on it, just because it's pretty, that's all. But anyway, and if I think that the pieces are a little long, then I'll just turn and cut them on the diagonal too. Today I'm just going this way. Got my hands all washed off from handling that chicken, and now I'm going to add all the spices to it. I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons, I'm going to sprinkle it all around, of chili powder. Alrighty. And then I'm also going to add 2 teaspoons of cumin. Okay, and now I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. This is a very easy dish. I make it all in this one skillet. You can pour it into a casserole dish when you go to cover it with cheese at the end, put it in the oven, let it get bubbly. I let it get bubbly right here. I got one pot that I cooked it in, one pot to clean it up in. All right, and then I'm going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. Alright. Now these spices here is going to give it a wonderful flavor. I'm going to do some salt, which will average out to about 1/4 teaspoon. Now we're going to add some other things to the pot to make it so good. I'm going to add 8 ounces of cream cheese to it. And I softened it up in the microwave so it'll melt really quick. Y'all already know Miss Joan likes to get things done in a hurry. Cream cheese going in a pot. Now I'm putting in, let me show you this. A whole can of ROTEL, and it also has the green chilies in it. Can't you tell this is getting good? There you go. Might look a little gross right now because the cream cheese is melting, okay? Whew, but I wish you could smell it. Fajita chicken. Now I'm going to add a half a cup of my cheddar cheese in here. Let it melt. So you know if you add cream cheese to anything, you put a lot of cheddar cheese, it's going to be so good, isn't it? Whew. But this right here, we serve it as just a main dish and with a salad on the side or broccoli, something like that. And if I took this out into my plate, I'd put a dollop of sour cream, maybe some more cheese on top. And also now I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. That's that right there. It's 5 net carbs per serving. But just think about a whole meal, how many carbs that we take in. And to think that I'm fixing to take in 5 carbs. Pretty doggone amazing. Now, I'm going to turn this down low. And here's where, if you want to, you can put it in your casserole dish, put it in the refrigerator, and wait till later. But when you're ready to put it in the oven, put it in a baking dish and cover it with cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and cover mine with cheese because we're going to serve it stovetop, okay? So here's going to be what the final product looks like right here. You know, look at that. Fajita chicken. Now I told you how we serve it with our sides, which are low carb sides. But also, just if you want to, but you got to allow for this says 5 net carbs in one of these, and they're pretty big. If you wanted to roll it up and in these tortillas, then it's really good with that too. So I've showed you a couple ways that you can serve this low carb dish. Now, as you can see, I'm going to sprinkle some paprika on top of mine. Kind of like my mama would do a potato salad. I'd say, why you put that on there? She said, because it makes it pretty. So I'm putting paprika on top of mine because it makes it pretty. But anyway, this is a wonderful low-carb dish. And here at this time of the year, everybody's thinking about, I think I'm going to cut back on my carbs and try to live a more healthy lifestyle. This dish right here will really help you out, especially if you're diabetic and you need to truly eat low-carb, low-glycemic stuff. I'm going to put the recipe for this down in the description box. Aren't y'all proud of me for learning how to do that? And then would you like my video if you like this sort of thing? And would you comment and tell me to make it, or maybe have some questions about this dish? Or I'd like to have some of your low-carb dishes, okay? Because I need to learn too. Share my videos, and I would truly appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. And you learned this right here today at Home with Miss Joan.